Welcome to the graduation ceremony for StVrain Online Global Academy's 8th graduation. We're so happy you've joined us to celebrate the accomplishments of the students here today. Please join me as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I'd like to begin by welcoming the special guests that we have here today. Dr. Don Haddad, Superintendent of the Schools. And Dr. Jackie Kapushin, Deputy Superintendent of StVrain Schools. We thank you as parents and guardians of our students for allowing us to share in their educational journey. They are amazing, and we so appreciate all that you do to support them and to support our school. We thank the StVrain community members. The support of so many in the community makes our school district an incredibly strong environment. Our StVrain Online Global Academy staff offstage today are Karen Gann, Dallin Wright, Lisa Parnaby, and Holly Brainerd. Thank you for all you do each day for our students. You go above and beyond to support students daily. Thank you. Additionally, we have the honor of working with the amazing staff of Florida Virtual Schools Global School. We have 27 teachers that live all over the country and the world. We have incredible support from their administration team as well. And we're streaming this ceremony live, knowing that several of them are watching in addition to those in your family. So we want to thank you, FLVS, for the support of our students achieving this goal. On stage today, we have Dr. Richard Martyr from our Board of Education, Assistant Superintendent Dina Perfetti-Dini, and Scott Bergamo, our school counselor. Scott is retiring this year after 31 years of service to our students, families, and our district. His gentle manner, his kindness, and his knowledge will be sorely missed. Scott was a part of the original team that researched the possibilities for online learning here in the StVrain Valley Schools, and he opened the school 8 years ago along with Joanne Daw, our former principal. His historical knowledge has been an incredible asset to our community. Along with his knowledge of all, he's been a solid and steady presence. This low-key, comfortable personality of Scott's has been essential in the ability of many of our students to connect with him. His relationships with students are unparalleled. There are many lives in this room that have been affected by your compassion, Scott. Students, staff, and families. Please, let's take a moment to recognize Scott for his many years dedicated to the students. All right, students, what is one of the first things you remember hearing from us? I hope it's that we want you to be able to do whatever you want to do when you leave high school. We talk about this beginning at our information evening, during orientation, and throughout the school year as we have discussions with students and families, right? We want doors to be open to you, doors that you don't even know exist yet. As our country continues developing and creating new, innovative opportunities, we want you to be ready for any challenge and prepared to walk through the door of any place you'd like to work with an education you need to move forward. We can't always imagine the positions that'll be available in the future, but we can get you ready for a world beyond our imagination in school and in jobs. The work you have completed here in the StVrain schools has prepared you for that next step. Another discussion we've had with many of you over the past few years has been checking in with you when you've hit bumps along the way. Whether that has been from health scares, unexpected family situations, changes in your individual situation, or just the natural process of motivation ebbing and flowing. We knew they were simply bumps along the way. When we sit down to figure out a plan, we remind you that there were going to be bumps along the way, but you don't have to get over them alone. You've had Scott and Karen and Dallin and Lisa and Holly and me. You've had family and guardians right beside you. You've had friends that have been cheering you on. If our school team saw a need for more support, you may have had special education team members or attendance team members joining in those discussions. We've always wanted to make two things clear. One, we can expect bumps along the way. Two, you don't have to navigate those bumps alone. As you take the next steps in your life, you can count on three things. One, you have amazing opportunities in front of you because of your accomplishments. Two, you can still expect bumps along the way. And three, you still don't have to navigate those bumps alone. You are surrounded by amazing people, and that circle of support will only continue to grow. So, enjoy every moment of it, and don't let the bumps throw you off course. Now I'd like to welcome Hannah Crow to the podium.
I don't think I was prepared for that. My bad. Good evening, fellow classmates, teachers, staff, parents, friends, and guests. It's overwhelming that I received such a prestigious title as valedictorian. A little hard to believe considering I can barely spell it. Nevertheless, I'm honored to stand before you and give a speech about the amazing class of 2019 and the time we spent here in the last 4 years. That being said, I found it only fitting to close out my last year of high school with writing this speech yesterday. Boy, I'm gonna miss people like Mrs. Gann, Mr. Wright, and Mrs. Barnaby as mentors to keep us on track. I also want to thank teachers that helped make today possible and that graded our work in a somewhat, timely manner. To Mrs. Strussel and Mr. Bergamo, thank you for all the continuous work you've done to make our time at StVoga enjoyable and memorable. So, wow, 2019. What an amazing year to graduate, even though I'm sure we'd all like to graduate in 2020. It sounds better, doesn't it? I can't speak for others, but I can speak for myself when I say I just couldn't justify spending another year of getting those what's new emails for each month and sitting through yet another slideshow of the dangers of plagiarism. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time at StVoga. I was able to travel while still completing high school. What a rare opportunity it is to have the world be your classroom. But I could have skipped the power outages on state mandatory testing day. Did I mention we're an online school? So, for the last time, what was new for the 2018-2019 school year? Well, the Jonas Brothers got back together. The sequel to Mamma Mia came out that we all purposely forgot to see. John Cena and Nikki Bella broke up. And just like that muscular man who will be just fine on his own, the graduates in this room say goodbye to a 4-year-long relationship. A relationship filled with cold bus seats, failed tests, technical issues, and more. I stand here before the 2019 graduates to tell you all those late nights, study sessions, and hard work do not go without notice. The days you felt would never end, the cramps in your hand from writing too many papers, and the agonizing College Board tests are finally over. You made it, and you should be so proud. Even though we all attended retakes, let's be honest. In addition, I would like to recognize all the parents and guardians that helped us be in this auditorium today. Whether you were like my mother that drove me down to school so I didn't have to take the bus to get a few extra minutes of much-needed sleep, my grandma who stayed up late and helped me with my Spanish homework, my sister that gave me the encouragement I needed, or my father that always assured me high school was never worse than a mortgage. You made it possible for all of our accomplishments. We promise we will move out of our room soon and make our way over to the basement. Freedom. I feel this speech would be incomplete if I did not mention those around the United States that were never able to graduate due to gun violence. Nearby schools like Columbine High School in 1999, Platte Canyon High School in 2006, Deer Creek Middle School in 2010, and STEM School Highlands Ranch just 17 days ago have all fell victim to shootings and have impacted our life at SWOGA. May we please take a moment after the ceremony to remember these fallen students of these institutions and their heroic acts to save their peers. I'm now going to say something I've never heard out of a person's mouth that's under the age of 40. You will miss high school. Shocker, right? But this is true. I'd be lying if I said that we were the first class to graduate or the last to receive diplomas. But this celebration is not only for our accomplishments, but what we've left behind and the impact we've had on each other. This school has paved a way for our lives and others' futures. We moved our very own building and made a home for our school. We started our very own student council and even created our own school prom. The hard truth is most of us will not be in the same room again for a long time. But friends and connections we've made here we'll remember forever. I'm talking to you, Mr. Bergamo. Retirement can't keep us away. So now, as we look ahead, remembering how far we've come, from puberty all the way to college freshman once more, the most important thing to remember, oh, that's my time. See you at the reunion. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Richard Martyr, our esteemed board member, to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate your remarks, Hannah. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to say a few words to the graduating class of the 2019 graduating class and of the StVrain Online Global Academy. 8 years ago, the vision of our district to provide rigorous individualized instruction became a reality with the opening of the Online Global Academy. The flexible schedule and unique environment allows students to move at their own pace through individualized instructions and curriculum options. This is a wonderful opportunity and has been a great fit for many students over the past 8 years. For you students, this unique educational journey culminates today as you graduate from this one-of-a-kind high school. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Students enroll in the StVrain Online Global Academy for a variety of reasons. There are students who prefer small, relaxed environments. There are students who participate in a variety of activities, and the flexibility allows them to care for family members, work full-time to support themselves and their families, pursue a variety of coursework through Front Range Community College, the Career Development Center, the Innovation Center, and independent studies, some of them all at the same time. Whatever the individual student need, StVrain Online Global Academy works with students and families to support them individually, opening the path to graduation and whatever their next steps may be. I'd like to take a few moments to acknowledge some of this class's accomplishments. Collectively, this class has completed 525 online classes. This equates into approximately 31,500 hours. An average grade point average for this class is 3.065. This is clearly a talented group of students who will be able to accomplish whatever they set out to do as they enter adulthood. This graduating class has been offered over $3,600 in scholarships. This, in conjunction with the college credits earned through concurrent enrollment and AP exams, sets our students up to begin a step ahead in their college careers. 7 of these students have taken 11 concurrent enrollment classes at college. In addition, 15 students have taken 37 advanced placement classes, which potentially equates to an additional 144 college credits, all this before they graduate from high school. The class of 2019, you've worked hard and accomplished so much. Some of you have taken extra time to achieve your goal, and one of you has accomplished your goal in a full year early. No matter how long it took you to reach your high school graduation, you have demonstrated resilience, persistence, and determination. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Martyr. At this time, would you please certify the diplomas?
It's my great privilege to do so, and one of the high joys of being on the Board of Education. So here goes. On behalf of the StVrain Valley Schools Board of Education, I hereby certify that each of the students sitting before us has met or exceeded the graduation requirements as prescribed by the StVrain Valley Board of Education. They are entitled to be presented with a diploma from the StVrain Valley Schools with all the rights and privileges that go with this accomplishment. It gives me great pleasure to present to you this outstanding class, and we are now ready for the presentation of the diplomas. Mr. Bergamo, will you please join the podium to join us for the presentation for the 2019 class.
At this time, I'd like to invite the graduating class of 2019 to line up for diploma distribution. First, we'd like to recognize some students that are graduating that were unable to join us today due to travel or work commitments. Kenya Castillo Gonzalez. Jenna Rose Grover. Empress Oralee Hawkins Kimmel. Delilah Coyote Wickham. Yuri Yakovlov. And Nadia Justine Ziegler. And now our graduating class of 2019 who is here with us today, Natalia Antion. Maggie Ann Baker. Cameron Sarah Bieber. Kyle Matthew Box. Serena Ann Comer. Hannah Bell Crow. Taylor Ray Fisher. Ana Lisa Granados Catarina. Anna Katrina Valentina Green. Skyla Rose Heath. Tessa Grace Hefner. Claire Jenny Hunter. Gabriel Deacon Kaufman. Bethany Brooklyn Mason. Christian Taylor Malk. Nicole Louise Olivier. Abigail Rose Olson. Jacqueline Lucy Lee Palumbo. Mason Lyle Parr. Garrett Joseph Provo. Serena Leanne Robles. Nathaniel Eugene Sheets. Anders Nibo Temple. Jerusalem CJ. Christina Harold Uphoff. Kara Elizabeth von Kaiserling. Please join me again in congratulating the StVrain Online Global Academy class of 2019.
We have one final task for our time together, and that is the moving of your tassels. The movement of the tassels signifies the movement you are making in your educational journey. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Community of support, I now officially present to you the StVrain Online Global Academy 2019 graduates. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us today, and please stop for a refreshment in the hallway on your way out. Congratulations.